I think the truth is all of us want to make sure we're getting quality results out of life. Within our family structure, our career structure, our finance structure, we want to make sure we're getting the best results possible. To me, I came up with this principle. Well, I didn't come up with the exact principle, but I put a little remix on it. It's called a FedEx principle, where basically it involves evaluating and reflecting on your past results and see where you might have made the wrong decisions, maybe some bad choices, made some mistakes. And in the future, the plan is to learn from your mistakes and your experience. If you want better results, you got to go look at the past, look at the decision that you've made, and move differently, move accordingly, according to your new goals and things that you would like to achieve. I believe deeply in vision board, making a vision board. If you want to use your phone, copy and paste some things, if you want to actually get a physical vision board where you actually get a poster and you cut some things out of a magazine, whatever you do, make that vision board, because what you could do is you could actually have it in a place where every morning you wake up, you could take a look at that vision board. For me, I've got mine. I moved my vision board to Freeform. Once Apple put Freeform on the iPhone and the iPad, it made it real easy to sketch and copy and paste. So if you want better results, you gotta focus on the positive. You are what you think about, all right? That is what you become. So be careful of the words that you speak off your tongue. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but that's true. It's like what you think about is truly what will captivate your mind. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference between real and fake or true and false. So if you're going through something, yes, you can tell yourself positive affirmations. You can tell yourself positive things and continue to embed that into your subconscious mind, and your life will begin to change, because I'm telling you, your subconscious mind, it's just flickering. Positive, negative. So when you listen to the music, when you watch TV, all of that stuff is seeping into your subconscious mind. So you have to be careful. That's why you hear people talking so much about, the negative music. And eventually they realize, like, damn, I've been listening to this music my whole life, but now, dang, I hear it. All I hear is guns and people getting killed and booty this and do it like this and, shake it around, turn it around, do it like this, and it's like, man, hold on, man, listen, I'm out. I'm a little tired of this. I like the beats, but damn, I'm a little tired of this, because now I'm having dreams about, somebody peeking around the corner, me trying to grab my gun. Listen, man, all the way down from the things that you look at, all the way down to TV, television. That's what a TV does. It's literally telling you a vision of what they want you to think, their perspective. So just be careful. Just be careful, man. If you want better results out of life, you got to take full control of yourself. All right? That involves taking some quiet time. If you have ever meditated, then you would know that 5 to 10 minutes of meditation per day could change your mood. It could change everything. Now, another thing is, like, when you feel, to me, like when I feel like I'm in a space of kind of like a neutral space, and maybe I'm kind of leaning toward, I wouldn't say negative, but I would just say not so positive. I don't even want to use the word negative. I don't even want to use that word. But it's good when you get up in the morning to write in your gratitude journal. Now, when a person thinks about journal, you're thinking like, man, I got to write a whole damn story. No, you don't, man. You can really just pick 10 things. I'll cut you some slack. You can pick 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for, and I guarantee as you start writing them down, you're going to start smiling, or you're going to start laughing, and it's going to create a mood of happiness, joy, abundance. And that's what the universe wants to grant you. You want to work one-on-one, hand-in-hand with the universe. And that's why people say it's so important to stick to your faith. Never abandon your faith, because you are as much abundance and joy as you feel like you deserve. So many of us grow up in an environment where maybe we experience lack and limitation, and we just completely feel like we're not even worthy of what the universe wants to bring into our life. So we literally live in this space of negativity and hatred and believing that you're not good enough. And at the same time, you wanting to be successful, so you working hard, you doing all the things that you want to do, but you're contradicting the path and the journey that you're on because you haven't let go of that whole stigma or the mantra or the entire circumstances that you might have went through in the past. You've allowed them to actually predicate how you live your life and your perspective. So to understand where you might be struggling or if you want better results, you got to go back and you got to look at the past. And it involves seeing, like, why do I think like this? Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I clean the way that I clean? Why do I cook the way that I cook? Because a lot of those things were taught to you, and subconsciously, the same way you brush your teeth in the morning, your body just reacts throughout the day and just does certain things that you've already learned because you are conditioned. So I talk a lot about paradigms, and simply put, man, paradigm is just like a set of rules that you're playing a game by. That's the best way to think about it. It's the conditioning of your life. And so if you really want to shift, like if you really want better results, then you got to focus on shifting your paradigm. You have to focus on unlearning some of the things that don't serve you well. And you got to be serious about this, because if you shift your paradigm, you can shift your life just by acquiring a new mindset. You already have skills and talent, but your mind may be in a place that's not allowing you to use your gifts properly. Paradigm shifting is hard for people because when you're already conditioned, and you may have friends or you may be around people in an environment that if you start to do something different, they start to talk about you a certain way, they start to look at you a certain way, and it's like, man, hold on, man, nah, I ain't doing that. That's lame, man, that's lame. But literally, those same people you sitting on the couch with, or those same people you hanging out with, they are not positively affecting you with good results. So you're staying stagnant in the same spot, yet you think that you can get better, but you attract what you are. So you're hanging around the same group of people and you're going to stay in the same position. You might make a little bit of progress, and a few people, they can actually make big progress, but at the end of the day, some people actually kind of seep back down to where they started at. If they don't change enough about themselves when they're wanting to move forward, then some people never really come out of 10% of who they already are. They may get about 10% better, maybe 15% better, but most people don't drastically change. So the biggest thing you can do is focus on what you put into your subconscious mind if you really want better results. I'm a big guy on shifting paradigm because I was one that grew up in lack and limitation. I'm the guy, I come from the farm, where when I was younger, I wish I would have understood how much abundance came from a farm. But it's only until you grow up and get a little bit older that you realize, hey man, we actually made our own eggs, we actually had chickens, we actually had the hogs, we actually had what we needed to create abundance. But the problem is, within living in so much abundance, at the same time, you still had lack and limitation. You still had the feeling of, well, we can't go around those type of people, or those type of people act a certain way, or don't be fooling around with those type of people. Whatever the lack and limitation was, or we can't afford this right now, or we can't do this, or we can't do that. So whatever it was, it's the development of the youth from a certain age. Now, I'm not going to be specific as far as detailing the education, but I can tell you it's somewhere between 0 and 7, 8, 9 years old. I'd say 0 to 10, honestly. And by the time you're 10 years old, you know whether or not you can achieve your goals, your dreams, or if you feel a little bit beat down. And this is not your fault. It's not even your parents' fault. It's just more the conditioning of the world and what people are teaching as they evolve. So your mom had to be taught by grandma and granddad, and then they had to be taught, and they had to be taught, and really it's nobody's fault, because people are just teaching you what they've been taught. I think the biggest thing is that as the world changes, you have to decide, like, Do these teachings serve me? As I learned them, I subconsciously start just reacting and acting and doing all these things in my life. I'm brushing my teeth this way. I'm cooking this way. I'm tying my shoes this way. What's going to happen when you figure out that all that stuff is wrong? Like, that's the wrong way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to unlearn and then relearn a new way? You know, paradigms of the world are always evolving, ever-changing things. You know, now we got crypto, we got, you got the Bitcoin, the blockchain, you got artificial intelligence, you got all these new social media companies coming out. It's like every time a new phone comes out, you have maybe your grandparents, I don't want to use that phone, I don't want to use that computer when the computer came out. But the one thing about paradigm shifts is you can't stop them. Technology is going to allow the world to evolve and keep expanding. So the best thing you can do is be optimistic, be open-minded, get in there and play around with things. Get in there and, read your books, open your mind, expand your brain. You know, even if you got a way that you want to do things, that's okay, but it's nothing wrong with knowing other ways exist. What's crazy is you got one way of doing things, but you won't actually see if there's another way, because that other way, it might be good. It might be good for you. And, we never really understand the value of something until we do it with repetition. Because you do it the first time and it's like, man, I ain't like that. Nah, I ain't too good at that. I ain't doing that no more. But then you do it again. And then you do it again. And then by the time you actually get good at it, you realize something. Oh, if I do it this way, if I turn it this way, if I stand it up this way, if I write this, now I'm getting a different result, because we are evolving, expanding. We are supposed to be open-minded about creation. That is what the human is. We are all about creation. We create from something. We take something and we create more of something. That's exactly what we do. So that's why you're going to see paradigms continuing to shift. You're going to see life continuing to change. So my advice would be, if you want better results out of life, then get with the program. At least learn the program. That way, if you need to switch and alter your paradigm by switching the program, you're able to switch it, and you can still be as successful as you want to be. You can still do the things that you want to do. But being resistant, I believe, will keep you stagnant. And if you do have success, if it's not in a solid enough area, it may not last, because the paradigm will change. So we gotta be willing to be open-minded, optimistic, and gotta be willing to change some things about our paradigm, man. Let's get this set in. Little pause at the bottom. We're gonna pulse it first. Oh yeah, I just thought I would let you know. Also created a private community on school called the Philosophy Academy. Listen, if you're looking to get around like-minded people with vision, people that want to take their life, take their game of life to the next level, maybe create newfound awareness, new perspective, shifting paradigms, learn about health and fitness, also sports performance training, and how you can get your kid to learn the proper drills they need to make the basketball team or make the football team, or maybe possibly even get a scholarship. Motivational speeches, inspirational quotes, and other learning and teachings from our community that can help you take the game of life to the next level. Are you looking for like-minded people so that you can share your expertise? Or maybe you're looking to understand where the world is going. Maybe there's somebody else in the group, in the community, that shares something you would like to know more about. Are you looking to know about crypto and Bitcoin? Are you looking to learn more about artificial intelligence? Listen, it's a group of like-minded people, doctors, lawyers. I want you to click the link below, and I look forward to seeing you soon.